All right, thank you for joining me writing common decimals as fractions. This is where knowing the decimal's correct name really comes in handy. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. Our first one, it says, without a calculator, convert the decimals to simplified fractions. Okay, so the way we do this is we write it on our value placement chart. That's just this thing where you put the value of the digit underneath it. So in this case, we put 0.2 and then we write underneath tenths, right? Because that ended in the tenths place. It's the hundredths place, and so on. So since it ended in the tenths place, how we write this as a fraction is we just write 2 over 10. Pretty easy, right? Whatever place that it ends in, you just put the value of it over top the place. So if it ended in the hundredths place, we would put the value over 100, thousands place, so on. Okay, so that is this number, but it is not simplified. Now, the way we simplify is we ask, can we divide top and bottom by the same number? And there's some tricks to this. So one of the tricks is any even number can be divided by 2. So if we have an even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, who we appreciate, if we have an even number on top and bottom, then we can divide by 2. And that is what we have in this case. So let's go ahead and divide 2 by 2. And let's go ahead and divide 10 by 2. And when we do that, we get 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our answer is 1/5. You just continue simplifying until you can't anymore. You can't divide things. Okay, so let's go ahead and put 1/5. We'll go ahead and check that one. And we got it right. Okay, good. We have one that's going to end in the, get rid of all this. It's going to end in the hundredths place, right? So let's set up our value. Please write down everything that I am writing down on the board in your notebook so you can use it on tests. Okay, so let's go ahead and write our number values. So we put 0, 7, 5. We know this is the tenths place, and we know this is the hundredths place. Okay, so this number ends in the hundredths place. So we're going to put the value, 75, over 100. Okay, so we put the value over 100. Now, there's kind of a trick here with 25, 50, 75, and 100, and it has to do with quarters. If I give you 1 quarter, you have 25 cents. If I give you 2 quarters, you have 50 cents. If I give you 3 quarters, you have 75 cents, and if I give you 4 quarters, you have $1, or you have 100 cents. So we know that 3 quarters is 75. So if I divide 75 by 25, the value of a quarter, that's going to give me 3, right? 3 quarters is 75. If I divide 100 by 25, that's going to give me 4, right? 4 quarters is $1. Okay, and that's the trick with these kinds of problems, and that's our answer, 3/4. Okay, I'm going to do one more because that's the length of video I can make to YouTube. I just made one and it was too long and I had to redo it. So let's do one more. Okay, what's the value? So we make our value chart. We input our number. This one is 0.4, 0.4. That 4, it ends in the tenths place. So we put 4 over 10. And then we ask ourselves, can we divide top and bottom by the same number? We can. We can divide it by 2. We can divide it by 2. And that gives me, 2 over 5. So we put our 2/5 up here, 2/5. We hit check, and we get it correct. All right, thanks guys.